The steampunk weasels of the Midnight Line. Deep beneath London, past the echoing platforms and the rumble of the last trains, there lies a world few humans have ever seen, a world of gears, goggles, and whiskered engineers. They are known only in old railway legends as the steampunk weasels of the Midnight Line. When the clock above Big Ben tolls midnight and the tube falls silent, tiny brass doors, hidden behind signal boxes and under forgotten stairwells, swing open. Out marches the crew, Commander Whiskerton, Lady Gearspring, Copperpaw, and the rest of the iron-tailed brigade. Each one sports a patched leather coat, soot-stained goggles, and a tool belt clinking with miniature wrenches and steam-powered devices. Tonight, however, is no ordinary night. As Commander Whiskerton inspects the rails of the Bakerloo line, a sudden tremor shakes the tunnel. Dust drifts from the ceiling. The old 1972 tube train stock, sleeping in the depot, shudders. By the gears of Great Paw. Whiskerton growls. The central pump stone is failing. The pump stone, an ancient, glowing device buried deep below Piccadilly Circus, powers the weasels' steam engines and keeps their hidden workshops warm. If it fails, not only will the tunnels go dark, but the weasels' entire mechanical world will grind to a halt. Lady Gearspring flips up her monocle. Then we haven't a second to lose. Copperpaw, fetch the rover. Copperpaw, the youngest and most energetic of the crew, dashes off and returns with their prized transport, a tiny, weasel-sized steam locomotive painted emerald green. Its boiler whistles impatiently as they climb aboard. "Full speed to Piccadilly," shouts Whiskerton. They race along the rails, weaving between sleepers, dodging the legs of signal boxes, and blasting jets of steam to clear cobwebs older than the underground itself. Their lanterns flicker across the curved tunnel walls like golden fireflies. At last, they reach a hidden service grate beneath Piccadilly Circus. Behind it lies their secret workshop, a magnificent miniature station carved into the tunnel stone. Gears tick. Pistons pump. Copper pipes glow with warm amber heat. But at the far end of the chamber sits the pump stone, pulsing weakly. "It's overheated," Lady Gearspring says. "We need to release the pressure before it cracks." The weasels spring into action. Copperpaw scrambles up a ladder to open the cooling vents. Whiskerton turns the great pressure valve with all his strength. Lady Gearspring slams her welding mask down and begins sealing a crack in the copper housing. Steam builds. The pump stone flickers. "It's not enough." Copperpaw cries. Whiskerton pauses, eyes narrowing. "Then we use the old method." A hush falls. No weasel has attempted the old method in decades, not since the Great Tunnel collapse of '82. But time is running out. They gather around the pump stone. Each weasel places a paw on the copper casing. Together, they pull their miniature boilers to full charge. Steam rises from their coats, their goggles fog, and sparks dance across their tiny brass claws. "On my count," Whiskerton orders. 3, 2, 1. They unleash their stored steam into the pump stone. For a moment, nothing happens. Then, whoosh. The pump stone blazes to life in radiant amber light, sending warmth flooding through the workshop. The vents click back into a steady rhythm. The tunnels hum with renewed energy. The weasels collapse in a heap, exhausted but triumphant. Lady Gearspring adjusts her goggles. "Well, that was exhilarating." Copperpaw beams. "We saved the underground." Whiskerton gives a proud nod. "Indeed. And not a single human will ever know." As dawn nears, the steampunk weasels hop back onto the rails and ride the rover toward their brass doors. The first tube trains will soon rumble awake, gliding safely along tracks the humans believe they alone maintain. But deep in the shadows of the tunnels, tiny lights flicker out, and soft weasel laughter echoes through the iron bones of London. The Midnight Line has done its duty once again. London is safe again. London is protected by the underground weasels. It is the above-ground weasels that do the damage.